Hi, I'm Janine, and you're watching Acts 2 in the Last Days. And today I'm going to share a dream that I had on August 27th, 2020. And this dream is it's a type of rapture dream. It's a watch and be ready dream, and it's a suddenly. Okay. So Jesus, when he described end times, he's describing all these things that'll happen and that they will be like labor pains and they will increase in intensity and in proximity to one another. Meaning, earthquakes and famines and pestilences and lawlessness and all these kinds of things will continue to accelerate in both proximity together, how close they are together, and how intense they are, how severe they are. Well, this is what we've been seeing for the last 25, 30 years, to be honest. Even longer than that. It's just that it's accelerating. It's all converging together. It's like exponential acceleration. And things are so lined up in the Middle East for the Ezekiel 38-39 war. But I have a hard time understanding how the time could be before the rapture and the tribulation could be extended because things are so lined up. So, but with God, anything's possible. And so I just was saying, Lord, I want to be in alignment. I want to be in alignment with your plans. So please show me. If that's the case, I can totally get on board with a 10-year plan, a 12-year plan, a 15-year plan, a 5-year plan, whatever it is. But I do know the scriptures say to be watching. This is Jesus himself. He says be watching and ready always. So I was asking the Lord about that, and I was praying about it for several days. I was just trying to be really open to the Lord. Open to the Lord. I just want to know your truth. I do not want to know an answer this is what Janine wants to hear. I want to know the truth. Truth is all that matters. God's truth. Okay. So, on August 27th, I had a dream, and the Lord answered my question. He answered my question in this dream. And here's what he showed me. In the dream, it was, the background just was non-existent. It was a zoomed in focus of 3 things. 3 rectangular plaques. Okay? And each of the 3 represented a period of time in the world, a period of time on this earth. And on each plaque was writing, and I was straining to try to see it and read it. I couldn't read it. The writing was so little. But I knew in my spirit, because this is what the Lord does. He communicates things directly to your spirit. You know certain things. You know them because he reveals it to you. And I knew in my spirit the first time frame was completed. The second time frame was also completed. And the third time frame we were in. We who are alive on this world today in 2020 were in the third time frame. And I was looking at the time frame and I was really trying to look close. What does it say? What are the words? And where exactly are we in there? And I can't remember exactly if we were 1/3 of the way, half the way, 2/3 of the way, somewhere like that, okay? Think of parentheses. We were somewhere in that middle zone. And either towards the beginning, to the middle, and towards the end, but not too close to the bookends. Just we were in this middle zone. And I'm looking at it, And in my dream, my emotions were very relaxed. I was happy-go-lucky. I was calm as could be. There wasn't a care in the world. I was not worried about the time frame. I wasn't fearful. I was in perfect peace, and I was very laid back and relaxed. And I'm looking at this third one going, that's just very interesting. And I mentally made a note of, well, probably the end of this is where the rapture will be, or close to the end. That's what I thought. Yeah, look at how much time we have. We've got a ways to go before. This is what I thought. Look at the time that's left. We've got quite a bit of time left. Yeah, and I was relaxed, and all of a sudden, boom! I'm not kidding you. It was a suddenly, instantaneous, quicker than the twinkling of an eye. I knew the rapture happened. And I have to tell you, I was panicked. Now, personally, I'm totally ready for the rapture, but in this dream, I was so caught off guard, number one. Number two, I said, what? We're not ready. People aren't ready. We haven't even reached people. There's people we haven't reached. We're not ready. How can this happen? What? And I was freaking out, panicked. My heart was racing. It was, once again, a very real, living it dream. It was so suddenly, and it was not towards the end of this time frame. It wasn't anywhere near towards when you would expect it. It was much sooner, and it was a suddenly. Okay, so my heart's racing, and I'm really overwhelmed that the rapture happened at such an unpredictable time. That's really what it was. And I woke up, and I was like, I think I just got my answer. I think I just got at least part of my answer. Okay, so here's what happened. I prayed about this dream for about 5 days, and I thought about it, and I prayed about it, and I asked the Lord, show me the parts of this dream that I don't already understand, that I need to understand. I knew there was something else to it. And after about 5 days, I was reading the scriptures, and I felt like the Lord said, okay, I want you to read the end times chapters. Read Matthew 24, Luke 21, and Mark 13. So I read them. And when I got to Mark 13, I got my answer. I totally got my answer. And it's what I kind of, like in my spirit, I did kind of understand and know this, but I needed a reminder in a really powerful way, because the Lord tells us to be watching and ready at all times, but He gives all of us work to do. He wants us to be about our Father's business. He wants us to be about doing what the Lord's called us to do. And we have different seasons of life. We have seasons where we're raising our children and teaching them about the Lord, and maybe we help a little bit at this ministry or whatever. But then when they're grown, then you're maybe doing something totally different. So we have these different seasons in life. And in these different seasons, we do, God wants us to do different things for Him. Always, part of the call is to read His Word, to grow in the knowledge of the Lord, and grow in our relationship with Him. That is a permanent assignment, okay? But He gives us other things to do at different times, and we usually feel a tug on our heart about it. Like, I really feel like I want to volunteer and do such and such. Okay, so And then, you'll pray about it and you'll try to do something. And just know the enemy's always going to try to interfere and hinder you and things like that, which is a bummer. But we have to try to press through with the Lord because it's his battle, but we have to put on the full armor of God from Ephesians 6. I'm telling you, friends, everything is lined up for the Ezekiel 38 war. Okay, I want to just say one thing real quick. There are a few very precious Bible teachers that are right on top of Bible prophecy and end times and what's going on in the world, and I want to recommend them to you. One is J.D. Farag. J.D. Farag, F-A-R-A-G, and these people that I'm going to share with you, you can find them. They're pastors or ministers, and you can find them on YouTube. So J.D. Farag is a pastor. He's a Calvary Chapel pastor in Hawaii, and you can find him on YouTube. He gives a fabulous prophecy update every Sunday, and he is a very good Bible teacher. So I would encourage you to watch that every week. Number 2, our precious Israeli brother, Amir Sarfati. Amir Sarfati. And his YouTube channel is Behold Israel. Behold Israel. And he does all kinds of prophecy updates and questions and answers and updates with pastors and things like that. He's in Israel, so you're going to get first-hand updates for that Middle East clock. And encourage you to be watching each week and be ready, because the Lord really emphasizes throughout the scriptures and very much also in the first two, in chapters 2 and 3 of Revelation, to watch and be ready to stay clean before the Lord, and if we've sinned, to make sure we repent quickly and don't ever think we have tomorrow. But, okay, so we have to do 2 things. We have to be ready every day as if the Lord's coming today. And we have to also occupy and not be lazy, but be about our Father's business. Stay in serving the Lord. Because when he comes back, he wants to find us being about our Father's business, well-doing, using the talents he gave us. I hope this is a helpful video to you and encourages you to not be afraid to just do something for the Lord. It can be something that you don't think even matters, but just pray about it. Always pray about everything. Pray about every decision and pray to the Lord, what do you want me to do? He might just say, I want you to pray. He might say, I want you to spend an hour a day praying, interceding for your nation, wherever you live, or for your state. So there's a lot of important jobs that God calls people to do. I have dear friends that are intercessory prayer warriors, and I mean, their passion is to pray. And we all need to pray, but they pray so much extra because God put that in them, that's part of their calling. It's not the only thing they do, it's part of their calling. So I just want to encourage you to be about your Father's business and be watching and ready. So we want to do those 2 things every day, all the time. Occupy until I come. What if he did tarry for 10 years? I'd be shocked to pieces, but if he did, you wouldn't want to not plan properly. So this is why I say it's a 2-fold calling, that we're always watching and ready. We're always sharing the Lord as the opportunity is available. And we're encouraging people to, hey, the Lord's coming soon. And we're also being wise in our planning, just in case he tarries more than we expect, because that's happened a lot of times. I just do think we're on the home stretch, but only time will tell. The Lord, our Father, is the only one. God the Father is the only one who knows the exact day. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.